Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Talks with TJ podcast. I am your host, TJ. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Boy, I hope everybody's had a great week so far, and hopefully you're having a great start to your day because it is Friday. I mean, Friday is always the best day going into the weekend, right? So, yeah, hopefully you're having a great day and it continues into the weekend. Cheers to the weekend. So, if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Hopefully, you find some value in what I have to say today, and maybe it inspire you to go back and listen to the previous episodes. That is always my hope. And if you're coming back again, at this point, like I said last time, we family at this point. You coming back and rocking like that, we family. So welcome back. And as always, I hope you find some value too. So apparently you are finding value if you're coming back. So that's always great for me to know. You coming back, you finding something helpful is helping you out, you know? Because I know you're not just coming back for this old country twang that you hear blessing this mic. Anyway, so wow, we about 2 months in at this point, rocking and rolling with this thing. Mm, we just gonna forget this. I don't even know what episode we on at this point. We just gonna keep rocking. But last week we was talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. Always. Very important. But this week, it's about living your best life. About living your best life. And it's really what I found. The I think what I got the top 5 things that I needed. And it's very, very very simple. Everybody, a lot of people think you got to have all this extravagant stuff to live a very happy and simple life. I just want to live a happy and simple life with as little worry and stress as possible, Because, it's life is already hard. It says in the Bible you're going to have trials and tribulations. So to eliminate as much as that as I possibly can, that's what I aim for. So living my best life, living healthy as possible. And when I say healthy, I'm not just talking about food healthy. I'm talking about mentally healthy, emotionally healthy. You know, these are the components that I use to this day that helps and contributes to me living a more healthy, as quote unquote balanced life as I possibly can. Because I don't know, I don't necessarily believe in balance. Balance is what you make it is different for everybody. So as balanced as it possibly quote unquote can be. So we're gonna hop right into it. And I guess I might be on this whole thing of making lists now. So I was thinking about what were the top things that needed to be better in my life or implement in my life that would help me live a more help me to live my best life, a more healthy living life. So I got 5 things that I got. And like I said, they're simple. But it's my list. It can be interchangeable, whatever it like I said, is fluid. It does not have to be directly what I have because everybody is different. Everybody have different needs, different situations. It's just what I needed in my life and how it helped me. And there's no particular order. Right? And I learned and when I was going through this list, I was like, "Oh my god. All of these kinda were, I guess, in a sense, stacked within each other, or one built upon the other or helped the other out. So one area improved another area and so forth and so forth. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was like, wow, I didn't even realize while I was doing this, I was improving this over here too. But yeah, so get into it. The first thing that I started implementing, very simple, was exercise. So many people, well, I don't know. We live in a generation now in the world now where like you see it all on Instagram and Facebook. Like, there's fitness gurus everywhere. You know. At one point, I was like, well, maybe I want to do that too, help people live more exercise more. So I was getting into that too on Instagram myself, and I came to a point where, just that part of it was just it wasn't for me. But I did enjoy exercising because exercising improved. I noticed, like I said, it improved other areas of my life. It helped me live a more healthy life. So I started exercising. I still, like I said, I still exercise to this day. I exercise, uh, well, actually, yeah, I do. I exercise. I'm about to say 6 days, but technically, I said exercise 7 days a week. It's not all every day is not intense exercise. I only do a high intensity exercise on average about 4 or 5 days a week. But other stuff is low impact, but it gets my heart pumping a little bit, stretches my muscles out, relaxes me, it helps me think, all that good stuff. So exercise, I mean, it helped improve um pain. Um, I was going through depression. I had People didn't know I had problems with insomnia. It helped improve a lot of that. It still do. Like shit, I almost sleep like a rock now because I improve. I consistently work out. I do some type of workout, and it's not even long. 30 minutes a day. That's all I contribute, and I'm being very serious. My cut off, and I mean that with no disrespect to people that work out an hour or 2 hours or whatever. My cutoff is 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I need. It's like my little burst of therapy for the day. Get my body, my blood pumping, my muscles moving. Boom, I'm good to go. Let's get the day started. Or sometimes, depending on the day, we can end the day with that, and I sleep even better because I'd be extra tired by then after completing the workout. So my first thing was exercise. I still do it. Work out 7 days a week. And like I told you before, like one area improved another area. So sleep. Like I said, I suffered from insomnia. I mean, at one point, oh my God. I'm so glad that I got over that. At one point, I was literally sleeping about 2 or 3 hours a night. That's all I would get. And it wasn't a continuous 2 or 3 hours. It was broken up 2 or 3 hours a night. And you talking about your girl was woo, it was rough out here in these streets for me. It was rough. Um, I couldn't focus. I had bad mood swings. Of course, low energy levels. Um, it yeah, it's crazy that having bad sleep affects other areas. Like it affected my blood pressure. I had headaches. Like it was crazy how sleep, something that people really, I guess maybe people don't put a lot of importance on it, but you don't put importance on it until you ain't getting that shit no more. You know what I mean? But it affected a lot of areas. But exercise really helped with that. So it went from 2, 3 hours of broken sleep a night to, I mean, I still don't sleep long, which I'm a full grown adult. I guess they say the average is about 6 hours, 7 hours. So I average about well, yeah, six on a good night, 6 hours now. 5.5, 6 hours, something like that. And it's drastically changed my whole outlook on things. My mood has gotten better. Of course, my energy level is better. All that good stuff. So exercise helped improve my sleep. I don't suffer from, well, maybe somebody might say I suffer from insomnia because they probably be like 6 hours, that's it. I'm like, yeah, that's all I need. After that, I'm good. When I say I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning, like I don't have no alarm clock. It's real out here. It's real out here. I wake up at 4 a.m. No alarm clock. Um, so I am in the 4 a.m. club. So 6 hours is all I need. I wake up now. My well, not my therapist. I think I was going to a sleep doctor at the time. He told me, well, when you wake up, when your body naturally wakes up, just go ahead and get out of bed. Don't try to go back to sleep. So I've been trying to implement that consistently because sometimes I will, like after about 30, 45 minutes, I try to like close my eye again. It's about 6 or, depending on the time, or 7, get a little, but I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm just going to go and get ahead and get on up. I try to do that consistently. So the third thing that I had to um really improve on, or I had to implement in my life, and people don't really think about this, was learning how to relax. Like, and I know somebody probably like, relax. That's natural. No, the fuck it ain't. And not for me. At one point, it was not natural for me. I couldn't relax because I had so many things running through my mind. I was stressed about so many things. I was worried about so many things. Uh Yeah, I couldn't relax to save my life. I could not relax to save my life, and I didn't do things to help me relax because at one point I didn't know what I enjoy doing that I found relaxing. I found things now, but I couldn't do that at one point. Like just sitting down and just sitting to myself and being quiet and meditate. Boy, my mind be going a mile a minute. I couldn't do that. That was rough for me at one point. Now it's like, boy, my day is off if I don't do it. So learning how to relax helped me a lot. And like I said, like one build upon the other. Um, Exercising help soothe a lot of stress and worry. I don't know what it is about exercising, but it just dissipates all of that negative energy in you. It really does. It's amazing that God gave you simple things in life to help you to cope with what he knows you're going to deal with, like most people are going to deal with anxiety and stress, depression, worry, stuff like that. Like exercise, that exercising, you naturally produce stuff in your brain, like a chemical in your brain that helps build. I don't even know the right word for it, but after you exercise, it produces some type of chemical that helps you feel happier. So when people be talking about depression, like I have a friend that be talking about, she's depressed and stuff. I be telling her, like, go work out, and she be looking at me crazy. I say, girl, go work out. You'll feel better. You'll feel better. It'll help a lot, and it's real. Like if you don't believe me, Google it. For real, look it up. So they helped out a lot, and it helped me relax. So yeah, we the simple things, man. I it It does not. You don't have to have much to live a happy life. I'm so serious. You really don't. You don't have to have all the money, all the girls or the men, the fancy car. You don't. You can live a very simple, happy life. So the next thing that I use, well, that I had to change, and trust me when I say, boy, this one is a struggle. It's still a struggle today because I've told you I'm from Carolina. I'm from the South. I like to eat, and I like to eat good. And I grew up, my grandmother used to cook stuff from scratch when she was here before she passed away. She used to make cakes from scratch. All her food was, oh my God, I miss my grandmother's cooking so much. My granddaddy was the same. He used to make stuff from scratch too. I remember he used to make homemade biscuits from scratch. Things be so good. So I like to eat. I like to eat good. So I had to improve on my diet. 'Cause I didn't realize, like, if you grew up like me, I grew up in the South, we grew up eating good, and we didn't grow up eating healthy, not necessarily healthy food. So, food was a comfort, but sometimes that comfort can be a clutch because it can, really help to, what's the word I'm looking for here? It can, really not improve. Can't even think of the word, not improve other areas of your life. Like it causes obesity, high blood pressure, stuff like that. So yeah, I wasn't eating good. So I had to, like I said, I still struggle with this one because I like to eat good. I had to change my diet, you know? And by changing my diet, like just doing simple things by changing my diet because I'm someone that, with my grandmother used to drink Cokes all the time, Coca-Cola all the time, so I used to drink Coca-Cola with her, so I got addicted to Coca-Colas. I love Coca-Cola. I still love Coca-Cola to this day. Ice cold Coca-Cola? Mm-mm, mm. Yes, Lord. So I had to cut back on drinking soda, and that helped a lot. My goal every day is to drink 1 gallon of water every day. That's my goal. Do I make that goal every day? No, I don't. But I strive to make that goal every day. I drink a lot of water. I've cut back drastically on soda. I think I may have, but at one point I was drinking more. I didn't have no water. I wasn't drinking no water. I was drinking just nothing but soda. So at most, I might have one soda a day, and I always try to. I drink the soda, flush it with some water, because I still love the taste. I mean, don't get me wrong. Eating healthy does not have to mean that you give up everything you like. That's one thing I had to learn. Improving my diet don't mean I have to just eat like a rabbit or something like that. No, I still want to enjoy life. We talking about living your best life. I still want to enjoy life, so I want to enjoy what I eat sometimes. Well, all the time actually, because I don't eat anything. I eat better, but it's stuff that I still enjoy eating. I just had to tweak it. So improving my diet, honestly, it helped improve my self-image of myself, the way I thought of myself, because I'm like, "Wow, yeah, I'm eating better, I'm eating good, yeah. Yeah." I felt better about myself. And honestly, it helped with, because I did struggle with a little bit of, like, body dysmorphia, and maybe we'll talk about that one day too. I don't know, because I mean, that's not something that I struggle bad with, but I did have a little bit of that, body dysmorphia, um, when I wasn't eating good, so I and at one point, I wasn't exercising at all. So, yeah, I naturally gained some weight. I didn't gain a lot of weight, but it was enough where I was like, "Ooh, what the hell? What you done did to yourself, TJ?" Yeah. So I suffered a little bit with that, but changing my diet, yeah, it definitely improved that. It improved a lot. It improved my self-image, and yeah. So, like I said, these are simple things, you know what I'm saying? Simple things, and it's like I said, it's crazy how they all worked within each other. One thing improved another and vice versa. So I was working on these things without knowing it simultaneously, you know? And the last thing that improved was, and like I said, I still have to work on this one too, like I told you before. I'm not perfect. I told you in the last episode that by no means have I perfected any of the things that I'm working through. I'm still going through my journey and learning and growing. So, yeah, and I've told you before, like, it helped with my social health. Um, I don't know which episode I told you guys this in, but I'm very introverted. So that means, at least for me, I'm always gonna speak for myself. I like my privacy. I like I don't mind being alone. It does not bother me at all. I talked about that being one of my, I feel like it's a gift now that certain people had to, as an adult, they had to learn how to be alone, which is just something that I've had in me since childhood. I don't mind being alone. It does not bother me at all. Um, but I sometimes it can be a double-edged sword. It really can. It can be a double-edged sword. So it improved my social health. Because by me exercising and finding time to relax and sleeping better, even my diet and improving my diet, it helped improve my mood. It helped improve my mood swings and stuff like that, and my anxiety, because I didn't realize that a lot of my anxiety was coming from being around lots of people at a time. I don't like being around a lot of people, especially people I don't know. Uh, I had a lot of anxiety and doubt about that, so it definitely helped improve all of that. It helped improve my whole social health. So the simple things, like I said, the simple things. You don't need much to live your best life. So these are things that, honestly, for me, they're not going anywhere. Um, this is, my list that, yeah, I can add to it, definitely add to it, but they're not coming off. Because if one come off or get out of balance, like I said, one helps the other. So if one helps the other, if I brought one is out of balance, one is going to throw off the others, just vice versa. So, um, it's not set in stone. Like, just like I said, for you, it can be interchangeable. Everybody is different. Everybody has different needs. You might not have problem with sleep or being able to relax like me. You might not have them problems. So you might be able to, like, oh, I can take that off the list. I can just take that off the list and add something else. So yeah. But like I said, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. today. I don't want to keep running my mouth with this country twang. uh, yeah, so I hope that you guys found a little bit of value in this. Um, I would love to get some suggestions on what you guys would like to talk about or areas that you guys may have need some help with. And when it comes to your own healing journey, you might have want some advice about or get a different perspective on. I, always, always, always. I would love to hear some of that. So anyway, thanks for coming in and listening today. I hope that you found some value in, just this little thing about living your own best life. I hope to see you guys next week. We're always here every Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your girl, TJ. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Peace out.